Hi, today I'm going to share with you a few asanas or a few yoga poses I use. It has helped me improve my balance a lot, especially for trail running where you need to have your ankles very stable. And you can do them separately. You can hold 5 to 10 breaths each pose, twice, 3 times a week. I'm sure they'll help you very much as they did with me. So the first pose is a very simple pose. The only thing you're gonna do is just stand, separate your feet a little bit, just as wide as your hip. And for this pose and for any balance pose in yoga, it's very important to grab the mat or the floor. So try to spread your toes. For this, don't use socks because they're not gonna help you. If you can, work without socks always. So spread your toes, and the only thing you're gonna do in this first pose is just to transfer your weight to your toes. You're gonna raise your heels, and as you do this, you're gonna raise your arms as well. So when you're up here, make sure that your core is working, is stable, your legs are working, your arms are strong, and you're gonna hold this pose for 5 or 10 breaths, as long as you can. And when you go down, try to do it slowly and in control, because you're working balance when you begin the pose and when you get out of the pose. Another option is a very simple pose. You're just gonna do a figure 4. So for the first part, it's very important that you open your hip. While you do this, your knee is pointing to the side, and then you're gonna start going down in a squat. So here it's important to keep your foot awake or flex your foot. This leg, the leg that is holding the pose, is the one that is working really hard. You can press your hands against each other. And here you're not only working your balance, but you're also working your strength. Same thing, you're gonna stay here for 5 to 10 breaths, and when you release the pose, try to do it slowly. Another option is bring your knee. So this pose, it's actually, you would extend your leg and grab your toe. But to do this, you have to be very flexible and your back has to be straight. So another option, and this is the option I do because I usually curve my back if I grab my toe. I'm just gonna grab my knee and I'm gonna hold it here in front of my core and flex your foot. You're gonna hold here 5 breaths, and then hands on your waist, extend your legs, and here both legs are very extended, very strong, and you're gonna go down slowly in control. That's another option. Another option, very popular yoga pose, is the tree pose or vrikshasana, you would say in Sanskrit. You're gonna transfer your weight to your left foot, but I'm working on one side. You know, you're gonna work both. So you're gonna transfer your weight here. The first thing you're gonna do is remove your foot from the ground, so you can either stay here, which is good because you're already working your balance, or you're gonna bring this foot up. You can bring it against your thigh, put your hands together, press your hands together in front of your chest, or you can just raise your arms. Very important here in this pose is that your knee is pointing to the side, so you're opening your hip here. And the last and not least very important thing is never press your foot against your knee, because this is not good for your knee. So you will either stay here or you will go up. And try to release the pose in control, just like you did with the other one, hopefully. I always try to do that because it's very important. Another yoga pose, popular one, dancer pose, Natarajasana in Sanskrit. So the first part of this pose, you're gonna grab your foot in the outer part, extend the leg that is holding the pose, and extend the arm here. I'm in holding my right foot, left leg extended, arm extended, hand facing the ground. So this is the first part, and you're gonna kick your foot to your hand, so it's like an arch. And then the next part, if you can, you're gonna grab your ankle on the inside, and you're gonna start lowering your chest and bringing your foot up. When you release the pose, you're gonna try to do it in control. So something very important about this pose is not to let, when you're grabbing your ankle or your foot, not to do this. So you tend to take your foot to one side and your hand to the other. Whereas what you have to do is to try to stay straight. So you're gonna go down like this, in a line. It's more important than going down a lot, is try to stay straight. And then the last pose I'm gonna share with you today is Warrior 3 Tuladandasana. So it's a balance pose. It's very important that you do it simultaneously. You're gonna transfer your weight to your left leg, open your toes, grab the mat, and then your leg is gonna go up and you're going to extend your arms and draw a T with your body. So you're gonna hold here and you're gonna release this pose in control. So this is something to work on. These are very good poses. Some of them a little bit more challenging than others. Make sure you work them 2-3 times a week, and I'm sure they're gonna help you strengthen your foot, your ankle, toes. It's very good. It's helped me a lot, and I hope it helps you too.